Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler book review on After You by Jojo Moyes. Now this is actually the sequel to Me Before You by Jojo Moyes, which became a film, and it was a fantastic film as well as a fantastic book. So because this is a sequel, I'm not really going to dive too much into what this book is about in case of spoilers, as this is a non-spoiler review. This is a book that I actually purchased myself. When I saw the film, I immediately was like, oh, I need the next book like right now to just dive into. I just loved it so much. And so around at the time they only had the hardcover copy, but that's fine because I love my hardcovers. But because I wanted it so badly, which seems really silly now because I've only just read it, I had to pay full price for it, so it was £20 for a hardcover copy. And I remember when I was actually in WH Smith, and the guy that sold this to me was like, are you sure it's like 20 quid? And I was like, biatch, do I look like I'm poor or something? So I felt a little bit insulted in that sort of sense, and I was like, well, yes, I'm sure I do want this book. And then like not long after, like the next month or something, the paperback was released, and I've only just read this book now, but I love my hardbacks, like I say. So this book, it was so perfect. It was such a good sequel. Normally some sequels, they have like the second sequel syndrome, but this book actually didn't, and it's different in all sorts of ways. And I think family is the most powerful installment that is in this book. Like what this book is about, family is like the main topic of this, just with like new family members joining together with old family members and so on and so forth. And it is honestly about a female character that is learning to just get her life in gear and back together, and it's just really sort of emotional in that way. I didn't cry, but I just thought it was just getting me here in the feels. Now there is actually going to be a sequel to this book which comes out next year, and I'm very excited to hear that there's going to be another book, and I am going to pick that book up straight away because this book was so good. The first book was amazing, this book was really good, so I'm super excited to see where the third book takes us, because it's going to be based in like a different country, and it's just, there's so many hilarious moments that are throughout like the first book and this book. And we have Lou, and she's the main girl character, and she's so skitty, but she's like a real big character. She wears these quirky outfits that are different from other people, and she just sort of sees life as like a different thing, and it's just getting her mojo back in this book, really. So I'm looking forward to seeing in the third book like how she deals with her mojo being back again and sort of thing. So yes, I'm very excited. The third book, I'm actually looking forward to seeing how she copes with everything and how her story sort of unravels a little bit more. It's really hard not to spoil you guys on everything, just because like so much happens in the first book and so much happens in this book. But if you guys have read the first book, then I feel you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But this book is really good. If you guys haven't like continued on from reading the first book, you guys need to, because there's just so many like few surprises that are in this book. And I remember like an old colleague told me, they were like, have you read the sequel to Me Before You? And I was like, no. And they were like, well, you have to. And I was like, oh. And now I get why. Now I get why. It's just really good, and so much character development is in this book as well. Now there is a male character that is in this book that I didn't quite connect to like I would have hoped that I would, being that I absolutely loved the character Will that's from the first book. So maybe I'm still in love with Will. So because I'm in love with Will, this guy character I'm not having feels for, because just Will was Will. So I don't really know about this guy yet. Don't really know about this guy character. So if he appears in the third book, I would like to see more about this guy. I want to know more about him and dive deep. So this book ends in kind of like a positive way, which is how I really enjoyed it to be. It just seems like a lot of like hopefulness is going to be in it, and I was really satisfied with how this book ended. I think if I had to pick a favourite part of this book, it would honestly have to be the moment where Lou goes on top of a building and she sees something that surprised her. If you guys have read this book, then you'll know exactly what I'm on about. But she sees it's all different, and just the transformation of it all, it really, really hit me here, and I was just like, that is just adorable and amazing, and I really, really enjoyed that scene. And just every time just being, because that roof just holds so much like importance in this book, and I feel like just seeing it in a different light, it was so good. So in the end, I had to give this book 5 out of 5 Kit Kats. It was flawless in all ways for me for this book, and I couldn't honestly say what I didn't like about this book, just that I'm very unsure on a male character, but that's just my personal preference because I love a certain character that's in the first book. So I don't really know, but I have high hopes to see what the third book is like. There's so much wit in these books, like so many hilarious moments. Lou is so funny. She's just a character that I absolutely adore. She is my favourite character of the book and the books, because the first and second book. And I honestly can't wait for this third book to come out. I'm very, very excited. I'm very, 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 very excited. Adored it so much. I totally recommend it. If you guys have read the first book and haven't read this book yet, please do continue on because it's so good. But if you guys haven't read either of these books, please read the first book first, because obviously it's part of a series. You need to read the first book and then go on to this book, or you can watch the movie, because the movie, in my opinion, is a very, very good book to movie adaptation. So you can easily just watch the movie and then go on to reading this. So it's totally up to you which you want to do, but the book is so good as well, so I totally recommend the book, because obviously books tend to be better, but I do love the movie because Sam Claflin is absolutely gorgeous and he's everything, and So that's it for the end of my non-spoiler book review on After You by Jojo Moyes. It was so hard to not spoil you guys, because I really want to gush and talk about everything, but I don't want to spoil you, and I feel like doing non-spoiler book reviews is a great way of getting your guys' insight into this, for getting you guys to maybe pick up the first book. And I hate spoiling people anyway, but if people would like to see me do like more of a gushy review, if you know you've read both the first and second book, then do let me know down below, and I will talk about this book in more detail, and we'll mention that there's spoilers, but if you guys just like it as it is, then that's perfectly fine as well. But give me a thumbs up if you have actually enjoyed this book review, and any other comments, please do leave them down below as well. But if there's anything else you would like to know more about this book, then comment down below. Please, if you are new, subscribe to my channel. I upload videos all the time, and in order to see when I upload videos, there is a notification bell that you will find just next to the subscribe button, and if you click on that, then it will let you know when I've uploaded a video. But if you do any of those things, then honestly it will mean the whole world to me. You guys are what keep my channel going. It means so much to me, and I can't thank you enough already. I say thank you in like every video that I do. But that's it for this video, guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. And I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video.